number 6. Can I get a chocolate milk?
Of course. I saw that coming. Can I have a number 7, please? With hot sauce. Could I get that with a large vanilla iced coffee, please? So today, guys, we are doing something that I've always wanted to do. We are going to Gridlife. Gridlife is a really big automotive festival slash car show, and it's also a drifting event. They do a couple different things there. It's like a music festival slash car show slash race, basically. So like Forza, but IRL. We've got about 2.5 hours left to go. It's like 6 in the morning. It took us forever to find a McDonald's to get some food and some coffee, but we're gonna get back on the road now and get there as soon as we can. This specific Gridlife festival, this is a festival that travels. This one is in South Haven, Michigan, which is the biggest one, and I believe that's where it started, right, Zach? Well, supposedly this is the biggest one, and also there's gonna be some pretty cool people there. TJ Hunt's gonna be there. We definitely have to meet him. Is Adam LZ gonna be there? I think he is too. So yeah, let's see if we can meet some cool people today. So Zach, should I tell him about what we bought for the Corvette?
Sure.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna tell you, but I'll give you a hint. The Z06 is gonna get some cool mods coming. I have purchased everything, and we are waiting for it to come in. I have been saying for a long time that this build is gonna be crazy, and we bought some stuff, and it's from Texas Speed. That's your hint. So make sure to smash subscribe and stay tuned for that. We're here, boys. We made it to Gridlife. Right out of the car, we got this sweet NSX here. I always like these older ones. Oh, this is like a green color. The OG anti-theft device too. We've made it to Gridlife, guys. There is tons of stuff going on here, so we are gonna check all of these cars out. Starting the day off strong, we got this beautiful 350Z. I really like this green. This reminds me of the Porsche racing green. I'm excited because this is our first drifting event. Never gotten to do anything like this before. Most of our stuff is all drag strip racing, just like TX2K and things like that. So I'm excited to bring some new stuff to the channel. It's kind of hilly here, so it's kind of hard to tell, but there are cars, campers, vendors, sites, everything all around here. This is a sick color though. Look at this setup, guys. Hey, his rear bumper's missing, just like mine. It looks like most of them rock this, I believe that's a hydraulic e-brake, that's what it's called. This thing is sick too, guys. These are all a bunch of different drifting teams and things. Never seen many of these before. Pretty sick. One of the cool things about this place is, Zach, I've never heard of any of these companies before.
Yeah.
Like, I'm seeing so many new things because all we hear about is like mostly the drag racing street car companies. It's really cool to bring some new stuff around here. Check out this Aventador, guys. This thing is beautiful. Almost got ran over by this car. Check this out, guys. I'll tell you guys a little secret. The key to my heart. Do something like these guys are and offer a free t-shirt. The amount of lengths that I will go for a free t-shirt is unmatched. Would you agree, Zeke?
Yes.
But back to this beautiful Aventador here. It's got the white stitching as well. So excuse my tuner ignorance here. I believe these are all 240s here. Nonetheless, they're all pretty sick. These drifting setups are nuts. Hell yeah, guys. Free t-shirt number 2 from Valvoline. Sunglasses for Zeke. That R32 we just saw was Dustin Williams' car. He owns Legends Media, stuff like that. And this right here is TJ Hunt's car. This is pretty sweet. I believe this is one of the first cars that he owned very early in his channel. We didn't even get a chance to check out this thing. Looks to me like this is a full drift RX-7 setup. This thing is beautiful, guys. You can see that e-brake setup and shift setup in there. The transmission is just wide open. Look at that. TJ Hunt's over there. He looks busy, so I'm not gonna bug him. But let's take a look at this Beamer right over here. This thing is beautiful too. Look look at this thing. It looks just like mine, Zach.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is probably the coolest Nissan Altima I have ever seen and will ever see. Has an R35 engine in it? That's a nuts build. And it's got 4 seats. Zach, more free t-shirts. Free t-shirt number 3. This one's sick. And that's the car that's on the t-shirt. Look at this racing steering wheel here. I'll show you guys this. That's sweet. And I guess this there might tell like the number of laps or something like that. We got this off-road Porsche here. Let's take a look at this. This Cayenne. So this car here is famous for some reason. It's the one on the flyer for Gridlife. This Corvette right here. That's Dustin Williams right there. The free stuff numbers for Gridlife is off the charts. The unique builds here just do not stop. What do you guys think about this paint? That's pretty cool. Ooh, the GT3. GT4, my bad.
I know my limits, you can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again.
This is called a Radical. You can buy them street legal. This one does not look like it is, but they are really cool. Basically just race cars you can just buy from the store. This one's got the whole back end off of it and everything, but very sweet. Definitely something that I've considered to like maybe switch it up down the road in the future. This one's even right-hand drive. We actually made a video on this car a long time ago. It's been about a year now. This is the Corso Concepts like 3-wheeler trike. This thing is pretty cool. They're based out of Flint, Michigan, if I remember correctly. Pretty cool. Got some other smaller vehicles here. Look at these, the NOS setup on this one. This Bug over here is very cool, guys. I've really grown to appreciate these and really like these after our build. If you look closely, you can see there's twin turbos peeking out in the front right there. Those are very powerful. If you see a car with twin turbos like this, stay away. I'm pretty sure this is a Ford Ranger, maybe? Take a look at this thing. Food stop number 2 of the day. This right here is the entrance where they pull in here and then exit as well. And then you can see they're starting to drift around the track. We'll go check that out in a minute, but these guys are entering right here. this right next to the dyno, so if a car blows up, we can use this salt to put the fire out. This is what some of those tires look like after some runs. Just shredded to pieces. Drifting, like everything with cars, can be a very expensive sport, so I bet you those last like one track day, that's about it. I don't know if you guys follow him or not, but this is Rob Dahm's RX-7. We saw this car earlier, but there he is right there.
So that's honestly, you guys when making it, so they're I think 8:30 maybe. We're gonna stay around.
They took the camping top out on the Porsche. You can just do your whole thing out here. This is pretty cool. We're gonna check out these racing simulations over here. This is pretty sick with that forged carbon. This is probably one of the coolest C8s I've seen. Guys, look at the exhaust on the C8 coming through the middle there. This is underneath the hood of that R32 we saw earlier, with the RB26 in it. So these right here are angle kits. You pretty much need these for drifting. They have something similar to this on most of these drift cars. What those are and what those allow you to do is basically increase your turning radius so you can drift better. I just learned like more so about this today. I'm learning about drifting stuff. I don't know a whole lot. So we found out what was under these. It's an LS. This vet here, guys, I would guess creates a little bit of downforce, maybe just a tiny bit. It's got a turbo, maybe another one on the other side. A little bit of downforce, just teeny tiny bit. Look at this funny Miata wing. We're actually seeing a lot of Miatas here, and I've heard that those are actually pretty good track cars, mostly because, well, they're light, but also you get to use the whole car. A lot of these cars can go way faster than the track really allows them, so you can get through the whole car on the Miata and like get through all the gears and everything like that, use the whole power range of it, so that's why people like a lot of them. This right here is a whole front splitter, carbon fiber. Look at that.
So yeah, this bolts to the frame rail, and then obviously now you have a point for your splitter rods.
Also got a lot of these suspension setups here as well. I always have the same problem every time we come to these events, these car events, track events, things like that. All of these events are in kind of the middle of nowhere because it's expensive to buy land and you obviously need acres and acres and acres to run a track, things like that. So they kind of have to be in a big open area. I can never get any cell phone service. It's very hard to like find the weather or things like that. I remember especially when we were staying on the track in Texas 2K, I was uploading videos from the track, and getting service out there and uploading that was a nightmare. I've been seeing more and more of these Datsuns around lately. Very cool builds. Oh, beautiful on the inside. I kind of like it how they have like that modern twist on the classic cars. This is a better look at that Ranger we saw. This thing is just spec'd out. That brand right there, Shreddy, we bought a lot of stuff from them for the Sandrail build. Let's check out the interior here. These brown seats are sweet. This truck is actually set up for like a pre-runner style race. That's basically what that means, is a high-speed desert off-road Baja type stuff. I always like the back tires mounted back there. Ooh, this might be somewhere we gotta take the Sandrail once it's done. So this one doesn't exactly follow traditional build guidelines, but I really like this. This is an off-road muscle car. This is an older Camaro. I think this is like 70s-ish. I've always liked this style, but it's got larger tires. It's lifted, oh geez, probably like 5-6 inches at least. First and only truck we've seen here so far.
And it's got casings.
That's the new BRZ right there. I have yet to see one of these in person, so that's pretty cool. Ooh, it's from Texas too. We're getting our shirt signed. TJ Hunt's over there. We got the Signature Boys looking great on the Gingerman Raceway shirt. All of these cars are lining up to go race and drift. So now we're gonna go head over, get a good spot so we can go watch. Look at how open this whole thing is here. Freshly made tires for sale right here. racing simulators. This is a pretty sweet setup.
Yeah, this is your like.
I've never seen anything like this before at like an event like this. This is like a whole gaming, card games, video games, all this setup, and then they got all these racing simulators in the middle there. I don't know about you, but I really like this blue. This kind of reminds me of something you would see in like a video game or something. Full wheels are really good too. Take a peek at that interior. And then over here. It seems like most of these cars here are single turbo, but mostly for races, people run twins. Is that like a common thing we're noticing here? We'll keep looking around for that. That might be a trend, I'm not sure. Look at that master at work right there. How many GoPros can we count on this thing? You ready? 1, 2, 3, and is there one inside? Oh, yep, one inside, 4 right there. I thought that the GoPro mounts I had were strong. This thing probably holds it on with the power of God. I feel like this right here is probably the worst part about drag racing. You start off with a set of tires like this, and then you do like 5 laps, and then they look like this. You know, I'm rocking with this purple. This is another cool wrap. Actually, 2 of them. Oh, look at the minivan coming around. Zach, we could totally do something like this. This right here, guys, is a Toyota Celica. I've never seen one of these before. We thought it was a Camaro at first, but take a look at this thing. We were a little confused because of the way that the hood opens, but manual. Kind of got some cool wheels as well. This thing is definitely different. Never seen one of these before. If you have not already, make sure to give Zach's photography page a follow. Really good at shooting car photos, so make sure to check him out. Oh no, guys, we got our first crash. There's emergency right there. What kind of happened was there was a couple of them going around in that corner at the same time, and then the yellow car, or maybe somebody else, I couldn't really tell because it was kind of a cluster, kicked him out and nicked him, and then continued to push forward the other guy in front. Looks like he's got a darker colored car, like a black car or something like that. Is that yellow one a Beamer?
I think so.
I think it's a Beamer, but I'm not really sure. This is something else I've never seen. That tow rig is a 4-seater. So it looks like those cars are actually lodged together, so they've got to pull them apart. This is probably the coolest racing helmet I've ever seen. It's Boba Fett. This grommet right here is really sweet. It looks like it's lowered and then maybe extended a little bit in the back for more grip. I'm not 100% sure if it's extended, but this is the same color scheme we're using on the sand rail. Today has been quite the day for free stuff. We got 3 free t-shirts, a couple other things like keychains and stuff. That's just pretty normal, whatever. Stickers, keychains, I got a lot of that stuff. But we also got this Valvoline bucket, which is totally cool and absolutely free. This right here, guys, is definitely something interesting. To me, this is a Daytona. What do you think this is, like 70s-ish, somewhere in there? Like that wing, that's pretty cool. It's older, it's restored, it's got some newer stuff on it, but they still kept like the integrity of what it used to be and some of the damage and all that other stuff. I really like this, how they kept like the older style, like rust, the character of it. Even the back end looks sick here too. Please don't stop watching yet, this is very important. So when I met TJ Hunt today, I got a chance to talk with him a little bit about YouTube. There was a big line of people waiting to sign autographs, take pictures and stuff with him, and while I was up there meeting him, I just figured, hey, you know what, I'll give it a shot. I was like, hey man, do you have any advice, just 2 seconds of advice for somebody like me on YouTube. I've been kind of struggling lately and I need some help. And first off, I was taken back by the time he took and the fact that he gave me the time of day. There was a big line of people just waiting to talk to him, waiting to meet him, and he gave me like 5 minutes of his time, and he asked questions about me, and for that, he's a great person, and I was very taken back by how nice and kind he was. But that conversation made me think a lot about myself, about the channel, about what I want to do, and who I want to be. He asked me a lot about my channel and the things that I do, but he talked about my consistency with YouTube. I've been doing YouTube for about 3 years now. He asked me how my consistency was, and I told him it's not great. I post maybe 1-2 videos a week, and consistency is something that I've been struggling with. I'm on 200 videos now, which is a lot of videos, but they haven't come out at a real consistent time frame for many different reasons. Maybe I was struggling in school or struggling in my personal life, and at that moment I felt like that thing needed more attention. And there were tons of things I was working through problems, working through mental health, all these other things that held me back and kept me from doing things consistently. But also, some of these videos just take time. Maybe if I don't feel like I've put enough content into a video, I'll stretch it out to a couple days. For example, the sand rail. Sometimes I can work on that thing all day long, but from a video standpoint, it doesn't really look like I got anything done. So I'll stretch something like that out so that I can keep you guys entertained and give you guys what you want to see. And I've sort of felt like I don't want to push a consistent schedule on myself because I felt like I might suffer from a quality standpoint. I've tried to do daily vlogs before, and they are extremely challenging, especially when you have a job, when you have other things going on in your life. They are very challenging, not only to consistently do them, but to make them entertaining, but to make them worthwhile for people to watch, and put enough content into a video. That all happened in one day. I've always been serious about YouTube, but there are days that I've been kind of serious, or I've had other things in my life going on. Whatever the case may be, I haven't been the most consistent, and I haven't given you guys and myself a schedule. So from this day forward, that is going to change. I'm coming out with a new video schedule, and this video you're watching right now is the first of that schedule. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm coming out with a new video at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. This is going to be a big challenge for me, I'm not going to lie, but I've decided that if I want to build this business, if I want to build this dream into what I have in store for it up here, then I really have to provide you guys with that consistency, and I can't make excuses anymore. So 3 days a week, videos coming, 5:30, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Some of the other things that TJ kind of spoke to me about was, this is a tough industry. It's kind of saturated right now. Everybody and their mother wants to be a YouTuber. There's a lot of people out there to watch, and it's very challenging to grow. And some of the things that I can use to my advantage here are being different and standing out. And I feel like I'm going to take that advice moving forward with a lot of videos in this channel. I feel like I've been struggling a lot on YouTube lately. Maybe it is to try and create different content, or views are low, or whatever my problem currently is. I feel like I've been struggling with it. And TJ also said something else. He said something that really stuck out to me. He said that on YouTube, you really need to be yourself. I know that sounds like a very common thing that people say, but then he went in to explain it a little further, and it made a lot of sense, and it really, really made me think. He asked me what I did on YouTube, and I said, oh, well, yeah, I have this Corvette I work on, I have this sand rail that I'm building, and I go to these different events, things like that. And he said people might come to your channel for what you do. They might click on a video because you say, oh, I'm racing my Corvette. They might think, oh, that's cool. But they're gonna stay because of who you are and the type of person that you are. And I don't think I've been doing very good at really portraying who I am. I feel like there have been a lot of times where I've thought or done things a certain way because I thought, oh, if I do this video this way, then I'll get views, or if I do this, then this will help my YouTube channel grow and I'll get more views or be popular that way. And I don't think I'm really going about this the right way. I think I've been so stressed out about succeeding on YouTube that I really forgot how to be myself on YouTube, and that's something that's going to change. Some of the most fun videos I've made have been when I'm doing things like drag racing or building something and doing all these things and experiencing that with you guys. And I really want to make as much of an effort as I can to really show you guys who I am in this channel. I am Caleb. I like cars. I like business. I really like fitness. I grew up with a whole business background of that's what I learned in school and things like that. So my mind thinks like that. I think, oh, how can I make money? How can I do this? How can I change the business that way? But sometimes I struggle in the creative side. And that's what you are as a YouTuber. You're a creator. So there's going to be a big effort to chill out, relax, and be myself for YouTube. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Through the past couple years, I've struggled a lot. Not only on YouTube, in school, financially, in my personal life, in so many different ways. I've struggled. I've tried things and failed. I've started businesses that I had to close down. I've lost tons and tons and tons of money. There are so many times where I've tried something and failed, and just because I'm in a rut sometimes with YouTube, I don't want to quit this. I can't quit this dream. Most of the time when I'm filming these videos, I have no idea what I'm doing. I question almost everything I do, and a lot of times lately I've been having this grass is greener syndrome where I think, oh, maybe if I did something else that would be better, like a different business or something different. I feel like we always tend to think that the grass is always greener on the other side, but it really is green where you water it. So I wanted to leave you guys with this last message. If you are going through something, if you're struggling in something, whatever it is, your personal life, you want to start a business, you're struggling at work, tough times are going to hit us regardless of who we are and regardless of where we come from. But you have to go through tough times. You have to go through them to get to the other side, to get to happiness, to get to what you love. Trust me, I've tried running away from my problems and it doesn't help. Because if you quit, you might regret that later. Personally, I can't quit YouTube because I know I'll regret it. Whatever you guys are going through right now, don't quit. Keep going. I believe in you guys. Keep moving forward. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video.
Finding ways to get away, to see you again, see you again.